Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suave, bésame, bésame, suave, bésame otra vez. Suave, yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Besa, besa, bésame un poquito. Suave, besa, 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 bésame otro ratito. Pequeña, échate pa' acá. Cuando tú me besas, me siento en el aire. Por esto cuando te veo, comienzo a besarte. Y me desesperas, yo me despierto de ese rico sueño que me dan tus besos. Suavemente, bésame, yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente, ese coro, bésame, es la cosa. Yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Bésame suavecito, sin prisa y con calma. Dame un beso bien profundo que me llegue al alma. Dame un beso más, en mi boca cabe. Dame un beso despacito, dame un beso suave, suavemente. Bésame, y yo quiero sentir tus labios.
What's up, my Ramilia fans of the Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams? Thank you for coming in. Sorry for my tardiness. I had to take care of a couple things before I came live. Go, oh man, I gotta hurry up. But anyway, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. We have Wednesday. The Rams are gave us their injury report. We're coming off of a big win, 51-14 against Denver Bronco team that is fed up and tired with Russell Wilson's not in at play. Amazing that you have quarterbacks like Brock Purdy and Baker Mayfield coming into Los Angeles and playing the way he is, playing the way they are, and you have an old veteran Super Bowl champion quarterback who is not an old guy per se, and it just isn't working in Denver, and that's nothing else you could say. You know, he's still a talent. This is the same Bronco team that beat the NFC West champions, the Niners. You know, they have a great defense. Amazing. You know, everyone, the all-in thing. We're all in. You know, everybody, you wanted to copy the Rams. You know, Rams aren't the only ones that have done it before, but they are one of the only ones that actually have won the chip at the end. And you know, it doesn't work. It doesn't always work. And so amazing when you think about it that these teams went all in. You know, the Bills got Von Miller. They overpaid for him to take him away from us. And he ended up getting hurt. Nobody knew that, but they paid all that money for him, and they're not even going to be able to have him this year because of injuries, unfortunately. It's just the way it goes. It sucks. It really does. It really sucks. But let's get right into it. Let's see here. Derek Smith, he says, finally, something I've been waiting for all day. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I didn't get a chance to let you guys know, so sometimes I do this at the last minute. I was going to put it off until tomorrow. We have some family stuff going on. Nothing big. We were spending time with my granddaughters and stuff, and had some stuff around the house that needed to be done as well. And I don't like to just come on unequipped without my clips. I like to show you guys clips of stuff that we're talking about. And so thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. All the guys who like to watch the replays, appreciate you so much. Thank you, man, for coming in. Thank you. My guy Jerry Ramirez says, how will this game go out for you? How will this game go out for you? I can't believe they moved it. Yeah, we got flexed. Imagine you plan and do all this and that, and then you get flexed. And we haven't had too many of these games except for the COVID when they moved the Seahawks game to a Tuesday. And I remember I was pissed because of the COVID situation. We got flexed out of our game, and I had to work on Tuesday. I wasn't expecting that. So I remember I was mad, but us being a successful team in the Sean McVay era, you know, we haven't had too many deal with this with the flexing, but yeah, now it's 125. That's what he's talking about. We had a Sunday night game. I was all ready to see it Sunday night, and it's 125. So yeah, unfortunately, and to me, you know, because the Ravens and the Steelers game is a playoff importance, that's why they did it. But yeah, it does suck. Dimitri says the game will be at 125. Yes, indeed. Van the Man Cup looks sus in that shirt. I didn't really notice it. It's kind of like what was it, like a Hawaiian style shirt? I don't remember what he was wearing, but Wild Man Samurai, what's up, brother? Why can't we donate or super chats too? Okay, so thank you for asking, Wild Man Samurai. So what I've done is on the top, you see my Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, I'm still dealing with YouTube. So I have, let me just explain how YouTube works. Very unfortunate so far. So I resubmitted my stuff to YouTube. Well, I resubmitted my stuff to YouTube. I have a double, triple the amount of views, triple the amount of things they need. I don't have any copyright strikes, but because like I do my videos with, like, say, the Rocky music in the background or whatever, they frown on that. So I had to make a decision. Do I want to delete those videos and just start anew and then resubmit it? That's why they haven't granted me my super chat yet. That's why they're doing that, you know, unfortunately. So I did my Cash App thing up there, the $ Rudy RSR. For right now, if you want to donate, you can do it there for the channel. That's why I have it up there on the top corner. But yeah, so I'm gonna get things together. I'm debating if I should just save the videos and then delete them on my channel so that I can resubmit it. Even though I don't have any copyright strikes, they gave me some issue with that, and they didn't grant me my super chat, even though I have double and triple everything that you need. And thanks all to you guys. I would have, I mean, a long time ago, I would have done it. And I was talking to another content creator. I go, man, should I just delete everything? You know, because you know, there's people that do want to do super chats, and I would love to highlight you know, guys' chats, you know, and things like that. And they're asking that so they can support my channel. But that's what happens with YouTube. You submit your information, they review your channel. Everything is double or triple what it should be as far as views and everything, content. But they put that I don't remember how they worded it. So I didn't want to delete my videos. I don't know if I'm going to do that. So for right now, I put the Cash App there. If you want to do that, but I'm not sure. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna delete those videos and then resubmit it. We'll see. But thank you, Wildman Sam, for asking. That's why it would have happened a long time ago when I first mentioned it earlier in the year. But that's what happened, and I was like, "What? I don't have any copyright strikes." I mean, yeah, you know, that's why a lot of people they don't show. Like I have my opening intro. I'll get what they call a copyright claim. I'm okay to use it, but I can't make any monetary on this particular video today. I have had people ask me for sponsorships, but I really haven't really even looked at that because then they try to, you know, also when somebody sponsors you, they give you money like a sponsor. I've had that a long time ago as well. They try to maybe tell you what to do with your channel, so I haven't really looked in that. But thank you, man. I'm still deciding. By this summer, I'll decide what I want to do with that. But thank you for asking. One Kelly Ram says, "What's up, me Ramilia? Rent is due." Yes, indeed. The Chargers are coming to town. The rent is due, baby. Jerry Ramirez says on CBS instead of NBC. Come on, yeah, yeah, exactly. Demetrius Smith says, since Pale Time didn't stream, I have been waiting for this. Thank you. Yeah, my guy Pale. I love my guy Pale, my Canadian Rounds brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you for coming in all the time. I appreciate you. Don't worry. We'll get like 3 next year. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We'll get the primetime games back. You know, we're just beat up right now, but we haven't had this problem. Van the Man says, Brock, that like button. Thank you guys. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't already, the alert button. And thank you guys for being here. Alec Wallace says, hey, y'all, what's up, Eric? Appreciate you. Van the Man says, Chardon. Alger Fella says, hello, Ramilia. What's up, brother? Thank you for popping in. Jamaica Smith says the Rams might beat the Chargers because the Chargers might not start their starters or something else. Yeah, they already clinched the playoff spot with the big win last week. But the pecking order, as far as the number, I'm not sure. I don't think it's already said where they're gonna start out. So, but you know, I want us to finish strong. I think if we play like we did last week with the running game and Baker Mayfield making the right decisions, we have a chance to beat the Chargers. One of their players, their cornerback, is not going to play because he was going to get suspended, and so they might let him just sit out that game. We'll see what happens with that. We'll get to the injury report. I haven't looked at it. Vanderman says, is that Ramsey barking in the background? Yeah, you know what? Hold on 1 second. Let me. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. That's why I have the little dog right here, because once in a while my dogs act up. But okay, so if they keep doing it, okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on, guys.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty red at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north. We were born to ride. Roll down the window, put down the top, crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gonna ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side gate to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA. We love it. I love LA.
I love LA. So thank you guys for being patient. So once in a while my dogs would bark. It's usually when somebody drives up. She wanted to be let into the room and nobody else is here. So sorry for that. Okay, let's get back into the chat and then we'll get into our clips. Steve-O says, wow, Jimmy finally in a Rams chat. Jim finally in a Rams chat. Jim's always here. My guy, Jim Everett. It's been a century since the 49ers won a Super Bowl. Embarrassing. But here we go. So let's get into the video clips. Let's see here. I wanted to say this. We're talking about the Chargers versus the Rams. And one of the most important players in this game has reemerged as a key player in our offense, and that's Cam Akers. Cam Akers is looking like the running back that we thought he could be. His head is on right. Our offensive line has had a couple of guys playing together in the same game, different games in a row. Consecutive games in a row is what I'm looking for. The line has looked much more cohesive in recent times, and he's gotten off. And if we can run the ball like this, and then along with Kyren Williams, we can beat the Chargers. Now, if they do sit their starters, we expect to win that game. They're 7-point favorites at our house because we don't have Stafford, we don't have Kupp, we don't have this and that, we don't have everybody. But even though we're playing good, they're a playoff team, so that's what they look at. If they do sit their guys, we should be able to win this game easy. If they don't sit their guys, we have a chance to win because of our defense. We also are running the ball good, and Baker Mayfield is doing his thing. And to give you an idea of what this guy has been doing, Cam Akers, let's run it back. Here we go. Let's see. Where are you at?
And that's why you want to go up tempo, Jim.
Surtain being named to the Pro Bowl this week. Here's Akers.
On a toss on first down, turns the corner, and he's near the sticks.
And from there, play action, motion, quick stuff, and you can just hand it off up the middle.
And that's Akers with a big hole, and he's all the way inside the 40-yard line.
But everything opens up from there.
Here they're going to run it with Akers, and he's in for the touchdown. Well, they cashed in 3 plays after the first pick, and now they find the end zone 2 plays after the second pick.
They probably got sloppy.
So Cam Akers is running like the guy that we thought he could be, and I like it. And so if we get that going, and then you got my guy Baker Mayfield doing his thing. I mean, this guy, like I said, he's happy to be in Los Angeles with McVay and the guys. He's doing his thing, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. You see this guy out in the field. He's a gamer. He's doing his thing in Sean McVay's offense. He's getting guys the ball, and he's had more injuries. Ben Skoranek is out now. He was playing good. I can't wait to see what we're going to do in this next game coming up. There's still a lot for us to digest and to see. And all the new guys, the young guys, the Hoyts, the Colby Durants, the Land Shark, aka the Land Shark, Colby Durant are doing their thing. Colby Durant is played great. I can't wait for it. And the guys, even though it's been a tough year, our guys are still stoked. Check this out. This defense is still playing hard. They're still keeping it in there. There's Darian Kendrick, number 6, and Jalen Ramsey. The guys are getting hyped up, and they're playing really good on defense, like they have been all year. You gotta tip your hat to Bobby Wagner, Ramsey, the veterans on the defense without AD out there. That just says a lot for this culture. And so, you got to tip your hat to them. And, I'm really glad that they're still playing. They're still fighting tough. Jimbrick says the Rams might be the Chargers because, okay, there we go. Already got that one. Jim Everett says VHS 49ers. Vanderman says, is that Ramsey barking in the background? Okay, we already got that. Steve says, wow, Jim Foley. Okay, we got that. Here we go. Demerka says Cam Akers is better than Barry Sanders. So that's going a little far there, but I'm all for it this year. I'm all for him to finish it out strong. Steve says, let's see if Jim has any takes on or sucks on replay. You guys are too much. All right, let's see. Steve says Falk is my guy. Falk is one of my favorite players as well. Falk, Eric Dickerson. I love Todd Gurley too. Primetime Todd Gurley. Yes, indeed. Jim Everett says, my name is Jim Everett, sir. Yes, indeed. Van the Man says, little dogs rule. Yeah, I got 8 little dogs. Technically. Demetrius Smith says, fun fact, the Rams joined the Cowboys as the only teams to score 50 points when the Cowboys put 50 over the Colts and when the Rams put 50 over the Broncos. Yes, indeed. That's exactly right. And also, like I said last stream, the Rams joined the Saints as the only team to score 50 points on Christmas Day. Amazing. Yes, indeed. AMS says, do you think Rams could sign Mayfield and put Stafford on the market? One thing, Stafford, no. He's untouchable as far as trades or anything. He got hurt. He just came off of winning us a Super Bowl. He's had his issues because of the offensive line, Van Jefferson not being there. Remember, he had the elbow thing in the early part of the year. He wants to finish out at least this next year strong, but he wants to live out to his contract. But I really think, back to the Baker Mayfield, that he's already tried it being with other. I mean, money is something, right? Money is the reason why Von Miller's in Buffalo instead of Los Angeles. The bag. If he gets the bag, I can see him leaving. But he's tried that. If he wants to continue what he's doing, he wants to have a top of the line franchise with a top of the line coach that they basically work off of each other really well. It was something that was unknown before. McVay always liked Baker Mayfield, and I can see where Stafford plays a few more years. Hopefully, we get another Super Bowl. In a great scenario, dream scenario, we get a couple of Super Bowls, and then we sign Baker Mayfield to back up and Stafford, and then he takes the ball over, and then part two, and I would love that, but I think maybe he may want to stay on with Los Angeles, except for a year or two, because Stafford is a little older in a quarterback. He's done everything in the league that he needs to do. He's already, in my opinion, is on his way to getting the gold jacket. He solidified that with that season last year, and I really think that if he stayed with the Rams, he'll get better under McVay. He'll show more what he can do. Imagine the player that Baker Mayfield is right now. Imagine him with our top flight guys, with the Cooper Kupp out there, with Allen Robinson out there, in the mix. Imagine that. So, but to answer your question, I can see him leaving because of the bag, but I also can see him staying. So it's kind of up in the air. We'll see what happens. That's a great question. Jim Everett says Stafford better than Baker. Yeah, Jim. Baker, I like Baker. Baker is my dude now. He's our Ram quarterback. I get stoked watching the guy. I love how he headbutts everybody, but this is our dude right here. This is the guy that took us to the promised land with all the pressure on him. He was banged up. Glock 9, Matthew Stafford, and that's why I have the jersey on today. Matthew Stafford, my dude. And but yes, I love Baker Mayfield. I love Baker Mayfield. I love what he's doing with us. I love that all of a sudden Baker Mayfield comes with a great head coach, and and he's doing his thing. Wow, doesn't that remind you of somebody else? I'm holding in my hand OBJ. I was going to paint this when we re-signed him, and we know when we signed him, but maybe I'll paint him after we re-sign him in the off season. But the OBJ watch is back on. Yeah, they were talking about OBJ in the same terms as Baker Mayfield, that he's a problem. He's done, blah, 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 blah. And he comes to Los Angeles, could have won the Super Bowl MVP, got hurt, but he helped us get there, win the chip. And amazing. But this guy here with my guy Perkins, they really So are those two QBs the future in Los Angeles after Stafford hangs them up? Baker Mayfield and my guy Bryce Smooth Perkins backing him up. I love you, John Wolford. Maybe you could be a coach at some point, but we will see. We will see. But I really get stoked when I see this brother come out. Baker Mayfield. He won me over with that come back against the Raider game. Showed a lot of moxie coming off the plane, and then what he did this last game. When this guy comes out, he means business. Love the way that looks with the ram horns, ram heads on the side. Yes, indeed. Steve says the fun fact: 50 points equals 1 win. Look at mine with 10 wins. Yeah, it's 1 wins, but Steve, we have to admit the way that we're a shadow of the team a shell of the team that we are. 50 points. If we scored 50 points with Kupp and Stafford and Allen Robinson and all the guys back, that's still a big accomplishment. That's a lot of points. But with these guys are thrown together, right? So, but yeah, it is just one game, but the Denver Broncos have a pretty good defense, even though they don't really have much to play for. They have a really good defense, one of the top defenses in the NFL, top 10 defense. Jamar says Baker ain't going nowhere. He will wait his turn. Mayfield knows McVay got him his playing best. Got him playing his best. Exactly right. I really believe that too, because he's already been other places. I can, money talks, but I think he is thinking about his legacy and getting some money, because with the Rams, we have Stan Kroenke. we've got big pockets too. We're one of the big fish when it comes to owners in the NFL, and we got money to give you if you're that dude. So we'll see what happens. Demetrius Smith says the Rams might have a QB controversy. That would be nice, but Stafford, I think, because he's got the chip and we know what Stafford can do, he's fine as long as he's not hurt. If Matthew Stafford at close to 100%, I'd take Stafford. But I love what Baker Mayfield offers us. He gives us a little more mobility, younger, good quarterback. We'll see what happens. The Chargers allowed 5.5 YRCs, worse than the NFL. That's a great point. I love it. Jim Everett says, no controversy. Stafford, 6K combined yards, 48 touchdowns, and a Super Bowl. Only QB in the NFL should they do that. Yes, indeed. And all the comebacks, too. I mean, came back against Tom Brady. Stole Tom Brady's soul. And we would have beat him again if we did give him the ball back. Jim Everett says, Baker will wait after Stafford. I hope so. Johnny Barry, what's up, brother? He says, yo. Van the Man says, Baker did show up. I'll give you that. Yes, indeed. Jim Rick says, hot take, if Herbert starts, Darren Kendrick will pick off Herbert. I would love that. And I love Herbert. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks that's not a Ram. I really appreciate the talent when it comes to Herbert. Jim Everett says, McVay, development of golf, and now McVay's teaching Baker how to read. That's exactly right. I love that. The golf comparison, that's a great comment, Jim, about that. My guy, Jim Foster. Rudy, I'm here, brother. The whiners look good. It's going to be so satisfying watching them gag again. Yeah, they're, you know what? Brock Purdy, I make fun of him because he was Mr. Irrelevant. And again, we go back and forth with the Niner fans and stuff. But so I had this clip here set up, and this is just for fun, but take a look at this clip. So this is stuff that I like to do. But check this out. So I changed this clip. Check this out. So, that's my vibe still until they win the whole thing. The regular season, you guys, they've got 10 wins and we've got 5 wins or whatever it is they have. Nobody gives you a banner for regular season. You got to show me that you can win. So, but yeah, I saw that clip and I go, let me change it up a little bit. But thank you, my guy, Jim Foster. Thank you, brother. Demetrius Smith says, I would love a Jets versus Rams game for some reason. It's Robert Saleh, man, is a pain in our butt, too. That he's a great head coach. He's going to get them turned around. He's a great defensive coordinator, and he's going to be a great head coach. Jeremy says, Kyle Shanahan injures QBs. You know what? Who would have thought that Brock Purdy is the missing link so far? If he goes down, what are they going to do? We're like, wow, Jimmy might be back, but we didn't really take him seriously when they had Jimmy. Even they're playing okay. The offense didn't do anything. Now look at him with a guy that's making some decent throws. Amazing. 319 says, go Rams. I'll be at the game New Year's to witness the Rams win. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Much love to you, brother. Come in more often. Hit the subscribe button and alerts. Come in more often. Thank you. And I hope you have a great time, or hopefully we'll see another win. Jim Fox says, have you been on Rambo's podcast lately? He's been flapping them back. You're crazy, Jimbo. I tweet him all the time, Rambo. Steve says, do you remember looking at the stats in the newspaper, picking up and making your picks and sending them in every week? Yeah, when you used to back in the day when you would grab the newspaper and have to look at everything. I remember being at the sports bar and the guys are like with the newspapers and then sending in their the fantasy stuff. It's come a long way now. I can't do it. I can't. I don't have time to do that stuff. Even though it's on the on your mobile phones now all the way. Let's see. Jim Fox says, I really hope Mayfield will remain as our backup and take over after Stafford retires. Exactly right. We were talking about. Great comment. Al Jafela says, Mayfield and Stafford stay with the Rams. Yes, indeed. I think so. Stafford for sure will come back unless there's some kind of undiagnosed issue with him, because he said he's coming back. And his wife has said that as well. So we'll see what happens. Jim Foster says Rumble thinks Purdy is Brady. Yeah. If we had, I mean, it's just funny. That's his show. He's got to say what he's got to say. But if we had a Brock Purdy, they'd be laughing at us. Like, really? So that's why, I mean, I appreciate what he's done. You got to tip your cap to him. Kind of like Baker Mayfield is with Sean McVay. They're going to his strengths. Even though the offensive weapons are depleted with Kupp and Allen Robinson out, he's going to other guys and using them right. Ben Skoranek got hurt as well, but he's having success now because of the culture and the coaching. Brock Purdy is making decisions, and he's been, I got to just say it, he's been coached up right. He's playing good under Kyle Shanahan. So, and that's very surprising because in the past he wasn't doing that for Jimmy Garoppolo. We'll see what happens though. I mean, the regular season is different from postseason, but you got to tip your cap to him. Jim Fox says, how sad that the Raiders are benching Carr before the Weiner game. Yeah, that's I don't know about the who's the Raiders backup? Do they have a young and upcoming guy? That's something else. Maybe the new guy will come in and get knocked out. And I'm not going to say that. I don't want him to get hurt. Maybe he'll not play good, and they'll bring Carr in, and he'll pull a Baker Mayfield on him. But that is something. Poor, I really like Carr. I think he's a decent quarterback. He's just in a bad situation. Dimrick says Mayfield would be a great backup. Yes, indeed. I believe that too. 319 says Rams now have the most 50-point games with 16. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. That's a great comment. Jim Fox says Ramos delusional senile man. Steve Supremo says Ayuk told Adam, stay home with your QB. LOL. When Cully Ram says Baker needs to stay in LA and take over the reins. I would love for him to stay in LA, man. He looks so happy being in Los Angeles with Sean McVay. You got to tip your hat to Baker. Baker is loved in Los Angeles already. Here he is right here signing an OU jersey. I just love the guy. I love the guy. Jim Everett says Jim Foster, just like the fans for the night, just like 49er fans in 1994. Jim Foster says O-line is still a priority. Yes, indeed. We got to make some, get some. I got to say at least 2 veterans on the O-line for next year, and then let's just run it back, baby. We got the core guys. Cam Akers is looking better. He's already on contract. Kyrene Williams. I mean, we could just roll the ball back out there, and here we go again. Just get another guy to opposite of Leonard Floyd, a veteran, pass rush specialist. We'll see what we can do, but it looks good. I mean, the NFC's wide open. It really is. Demetri says, just need Lance McCutcheon to get his first career catch and season is over. Man, you know what? That's a great comment because I've been talking about Lance McCutcheon all year, and they put him on special teams, and they, just throw the ball up to him. Let his athletic ability take over right here, because let him get some reps instead of thinking about the plays. Give him something to get his feet wet, because when you have confidence, then you have 90% of it, because you're already in the NFL and you're a big dude and he has good hands. He's shown it in traffic as well. And he's athletic, 6'3", athletic guy, big guy, stocky guy. Just give him the ball. I'm surprised that we haven't tried to do that. But a lot of coaches don't like to play young guys a lot. So we'll see what happens. And he says, please, I want McCutcheon to get a catch. I do too, man. I've been waiting for it. Jim Fox says the Wanderers are screwed up for this season when they gag. Their quarterback situation is going to be a mess. They can't afford to keep Bosa. They've got a lot of decisions. That's why I said they have to win it this year, because next year there's going to be some decisions made, and that defense that's very formidable. They're going to lose some of the key backups and some of the key depth. They're going to have to go with young guys. We'll see what happens. Jim Everett says offensive line was why we didn't repeat. That's exactly right. But also it was why we didn't even get a chance to defend get into the playoffs and defend the title because we couldn't put enough wins together and get our offense going when Stafford and Cup were still in there. Pound for pound, SC, bro. I like your logo, brother, SC. Los Angeles Bowl. Yes, indeed. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Come in more often. Hit the subscribe and like button, brother. I appreciate you. Edger Fella says, McClutchin, where is he? I know, exactly right. Where is he? Steve says, getting rid of Jimmy clears up space. Yeah, man. That guy's made so much money in Santa Clara. It's crazy. And I want to give a shout out again. I said this in my last stream. I want to give a shout out to my guy Tyler Higbee. Did I get it in here? Hold on. Let me. I got it in here. Let me get him. Here we go. Hold on. I want to give a shout out to my guy Tyler Higbee, who's the new franchise leader in receptions, touchdowns for a tight end in Los Angeles Rams history. And the Rams storied franchise had some great players down the years. Props to my guy, Tyler Higbee. You got to tip your cap to him. And Higbee's the greatest tight end in Rams and the greatest tight end in Horns history.
Play clock at 12. Rams still in the huddle. Here they come to the line with Akers offset and Mayfield in the gun. 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Shoots it to the right flat. It's Higbee at the 5, fighting for the pylon. He's got it! Touchdown, Tyler Higbee! Touchdown, LA! And with it, a bit of history. Higbee, the most prolific receiving tight end in Rams franchise history.
Greatest tight end in Horns. I love it.
Tutu Atwell in motion from his right at the snap. Play action, straight back drop, early check down, right side Higbee, rumbling to the 40, outside 35, Higbee untouched to the 30, Higbee still going down to the 23. Have a day, Tyler Higbee. Mayfield set.
So there we go. Tyler Higbee, the franchise leader for tight ends in Rams history. Love it. Appreciate it. Appreciate this guy. Love this guy. Jim Fox says, hit the like, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see. You know where we're having so much fun? Let's get into the injury report. Hold on. It is a preview, after all, of the Chargers, our little brothers in SoFi Stadium. The rent is due, like you said. All right, let me make sure we have this up here. Donald is not going to play. He is resting up. If we were in playoff contention, we would probably try to play him. But our defense is guys that wouldn't be getting shots at, time in there. With him in there, are now getting a shot. So around the report, Aaron Donald and Ty Nitschke did not participate on Wednesday, and Donald's not going to play. So here we go. Los Angeles Rams released their first injury report Wednesday for Sunday's matchup. Los Angeles Chargers, there are a couple of notable names that didn't practice. The Rams held a walkthrough on Wednesday. Aaron Donald and Ty Nitschke weren't present for the practice. So Brian Allen did not participate. Marquise Copeland, limited. Aaron Donald did not participate. He's not going to play. Tyler Higbee did not participate. He's resting. Travin Howard, hip, limited. He probably won't play. Ty Nitschke, illness, did not participate. He may play. We're only halfway through the week, so maybe. Ben Skoranek, calf, did not participate. He's not going to play. John Wolford, neck, did not participate. He's not going to play. The Chargers, Austin Eckler, knee, limited. He's a running back. That's a game time decision, most likely. Xander Horvath, ankle, limited, possible. Derwin James Jr., concussion, did not participate. Sebastian Joseph Day, our guy, Super Bowl champion, back, full participant, so he'll play. He's going to be a pain in the butt. Wish we still had him. Trey Pipkins, the third, knee, full participant. So there we go. And here we go. Donald continues to miss practice due to high ankle sprain, as Sean McVay has shared. The Rams don't expect him to play again this season. Nitschke missed Wednesday's practice due to an illness. So it's worth monitoring his status as he started in 6 straight games at left tackle for the Rams. So that's going to be, hopefully he'll play because we need that cohesiveness on that side. Besides Donald Nishke, Brian Allen, Tyler Higbee, Ben Skoranek, and John Wolford weren't able to practice. Higbee seems like he has the best shot to play Sunday, with the Rams giving him rest on Wednesday. Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, the Chargers didn't practice on Wednesday, but Austin Eckler was limited in their estimation. Derwin James was a DNP, did not participate. Sebastian Joseph Bay practiced in full ahead of his first game against his former team. So, yeah, he's not going to miss that. Sebastian Joseph Day, he's not going to miss the first game against his old team. And so what better to try and beat your former team? So, I expect him to play. I expect him to be a pain in the butt. We got to make sure we get on him at all times. And, we'll see what happens with that. And let's get back into the chat. Let's see. Aljafella says XFL for Wolford. That's right, the XFL. Steve says I was looking. I was looking. Your guys' cap room is $2 million next year. How are you going to fix O-line if Donald and Stafford stay? Well, the cap is going to extend next year. We are going to adjust some salaries. Our guy Tony Pastore, the finance manager, before this year, they were always saying, "How do the Rams do it? Where do they get the money from?" We were earmarking money for OBJ and Von Miller. I'm not really worried about that. With our guys, we have a track record of finding money, restructuring deals. So I'm not really worried about that. Just to give you an idea, we were paying 2 quarterbacks when we won the Super Bowl. We traded Jared Goff. We basically ate his contract to be able to attain Stafford. So we were playing part of Stafford's contract and Jared Goff. So it is what we do, with Tony Pastore and Les Snead working together. Tony Pastore, Pastors are our financial guy when it contracts. They are masters at the cap. But yeah, I'm not really worried about that. Jim Fox says, don't doubt Les Snead. We will be back in full force next season. Only injured slowed us down. That's exactly right, because we still have the guys in place. Demarcus Smith says, Wolford sucks. I appreciate Wolford. He tried the best of his capabilities. He seems to be kind of a little injury prone. But he maximizes what he has. He's just, to me, seems like just another guy, another quarterback, but I appreciate him. One kind of reminds me of the Replacements movie, Nothing to Lose. Exactly right. And I have Cooper Kupp's picture here in the background, and there was a cool little clip that I saw. Cooper Kupp catches everything, and there was something here that says Cooper Kupp can literally catch everything. Check this out.
He's going to see the shoes. That's all it was.
There's a butterfly in SoFi Stadium, and Cooper Kupp caught it. I love this dude, man. I love this dude. This guy deserves to be in the Pro Bowl, at least mentioned as one of the guys, even though he wouldn't play. It's ridiculous. I know a lot of teams get snubs, but whenever you snub a Bobby Wagner, who's having arguably one of the best years of his career, a Cooper Kupp, who's coming off of the Triple Crown winning season, a student of the game. He's not a diva. He does everything the club asks for him, and he's one of the top flight receivers. At the very least, he deserved to be in the Pro Bowl. At least honored. He, mentioned and selected, as an alternate at the very least. But we'll see what happens with that. Maybe later on, we'll see. But he deserves it. He deserves it. Dimrick says John Wolford throws picks every game he has played. Yeah, it seems like it. Jim Fox says, "Where's the Winder sickness at?" His behave, Jim. Behave. That's my guy. Aljafella says Stafford took a beating in Detroit. He is feeling the effects now. So Mayfield and Stafford dual threat. Yes, indeed. I'm going to say this. It's not good that Matthew Stafford got hurt at all. It ruined our season. He got hurt. It's not great for our guy to get hurt. but he's going to get extra time off going into next season. So there's a little bit of a silver lining. W clip. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Crazy Juice. Well, Herbert is happy that his Ducks beat the Tar Heels 28-21. Great comment. Steve says, "Come on, Rudy, your clip has him laughing when Coach got hit with." That's funny. Yeah, yeah. I don't know where it came from. That clip, but I thought it was funny. I just mixed it up. Dimitri says, I wanted to go with the Rams versus Chargers. I wanted to go to the Rams versus Chargers games. Yeah, man. It's going to be a fun game. It's the last game of the year, versus the Chargers. The Charger fans are all right. We always kid them. Where's our rent? Where's our rent money? We always give them that. Jeff Fox says, has Brock Purdy been thrown for over 200 yards? He is the new Dink and Duck King. With that offense, the way they could just hand the ball off, amazing. Sivo says 28-21 Juice. Demrick says he's still Mr. Relevant. Yeah, amazing. Crazy Juice says, oh my bad, 28-27. Diva says extra point, hit goalpost. Demrick says Tutu, Jefferson, and Powell are our top 3 receivers. Exactly right. Since Ben has been out. Yep, exactly right. Jim Fox says, how many starters do we even have on the field now? I think we only have 4 starters left. Most of them are on the let's see. Most of them are the punter, the kicker, Ramsey, Wagner. There's like a handful on each side. Jim Foster says Stidham is a Raiders backup. Thank you. I was asking who was the Raiders backup. Yeah, you're gonna pull him for Stidham? We'll see what happens. Steve says they pulled cars so Bosa not get sack record. LOL. The pound for pound says Rounds finna drop 50 on the seat tickets next week. I would love that, man. I would love for us to start taking off and be like, wow, man. I would love for that. Demikra says the guy who scored the first TD of 2022 preseason, Jim. Man, the man says pizza baker. Jim Everett says Van the 1994. Kobe Durant is the next superstar. Yes, indeed. Kobe Durant, the land shark, baby. A.K.A. the land shark.
Rip and hassle. Rams rush 4. Throw goes to the right side.
Los Ángeles, levantamos las manos.
It's intercepted at the 15. Kobe Durant.
Kobe Durant, a la 30, a la 40, a la 50.
40, 30, all gas, no brakes. Touchdown, Kobe Durant.
Y los Rams llegan a 50 puntos en este día de Navidad. ¡Feliz Navidad para los Rams!
To cement a Christmas Day win for the Los Angeles Rams.
Lleven los manos. That's funny. There's one thing I want to let you guys know too. At the game on the oval octagon scoreboard, the Rams gave a tribute and salute to the fallen running back of the Denver Broncos who passed away at age 31 of cancer. Hold on. Ronnie Hillman. Prayers go out to his family, and he passed away battling cancer, 31 years old. So that's a very classy thing for them to do, and I just want to give you a shout out. A lot of guys can't go to the games and stuff, and that's just a classy move that the Rams did for the Denver Broncos teammates and team, and may he rest in peace. And my prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family. And I thought that was pretty neat that they did that, and that was pretty neat. El Jafella says Hillman was a local guy in OC. Awesome, man. I heard of him, but I didn't really know who he was. He's on a different team, and I don't really play fantasy and stuff like that, fantasy leagues. But thank you, Al. 31 years old, man. God bless him and his family. Jim Ever says Hillman, God bless him, and a great person. Yes, indeed. Al Jafella says La Habra. Oh, wow. True Gamer. True to the game, 209. What's up, brother? So those playoffs are not the same with the Rams not in there. Yeah, man. All we had to do was get in there and get OBJ. Oh, he's not ready anyway. Get Robert Quinn and you know what? I would even be willing to do this. Hey, I don't know about the clubhouse, but with McVay would love him. Hey, uh, uh, what's his face? Terrell Owens. You got anything left in the tank for 3 games in the playoffs? Imagine Stafford with Tyler Owens out there with that big target with Cup and Ben Skrowinek now running around and Van Jefferson and Tutu Atwell, and then you got we'll use Terrell Owens as a tight end. But anyway, because that guy is just a specimen. I appreciate Terrell Owens, but the clubhouse stuff, I don't know, but if we can. If there was a clubhouse who can withstand that, it would be the Rams. Jamar says Purdy is face, he will get exposed. Yes, indeed. We will see because it's a young guy. He's playing good. The teams are starting to get film on him, and we'll see what happens. But the one thing that's been a godsend for him as a player is the run game has helped him out big time. That the Niners have, and also the defense puts them in great situations. That Seahawks game shouldn't have been so close because the Seahawks blew a lot of chances, and because of the Niners defense, but they got the W. True, the game says Stafford will come back healthy and remind everyone why we traded for him in the first place. Exactly right. Dimitri says Taylor Rapp is the most underrated safety in the NFL. He's been in my crap list, Taylor Rapp. He's been playing better. I'll just say that. So he misses some plays too. He misses some tackles, which I don't like. But he's around. I support him. He has played better here and there. I'll give him that. Algie Fellas says Rapp can't read. But put some hits on in the last game. He's played better. I just wish he was more of a ball hawk. When it comes to the ball, just oops, it's right there. Like a Jimmy Ward. I can't stand the dude, but if he was on my team, I would love him. But he just stands there and the ball bounces right to him, like when we play him. Jim Evers says Goff is off the books. Yes, indeed. Finally, and Gurley too. Steve says McVay sounds like he has. I didn't see that. Don't be talking about my guy, the Super Bowl champion Sean McVay. Jim Fox is our young talent getting valuable experience and playing time. Yeah, we're fast tracking. That's a great comment, Jim. We're fast tracking. The silver line this year is we're fast tracking our young guys. They're getting a lot of experience in game time. Of course, we'd rather be in the playoff push to win a Super Bowl, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see here. Hold on one second. We just need our guy Cam Akers to just keep it up. The keys to the game. The keys to the game. Let's do this. The keys to the game. Let me know your 3 keys to the game. For me, the keys to the game are going to be this. Run the ball. Akers, Williams. Get the ball downfield. And score 7 on most drives. And now if Herbert plays, if they play all their starters, limit Herbert to short plays and field goals on the defensive side. Oops, I gotta. I can't change it. So I got a misspell there, but run the ball. Akers and Williams get the ball down the field. Okay, so I don't know what that was doing there. I messed up. So run the ball. Akers and Williams, Kyrie Williams, get the ball down the field and score 7. And then there's another typo on most drives. So when we get the ball, we got to score 7 on most drives instead of 3. And then with Herbert, limit the short passes and keep him to field goals. That would be my keys to the game when it comes to beating the Chargers. If they don't play their starters, I can see the game going more so like the game against the Broncos, where we just overrun them because our defense is playing really good and our offense is playing a lot better. So we'll see what happens. Steve says, Rudy, not hiding. He's just been dreaming of Mayfield. Josh Dillon says, bring in Khalib in 2 years. I would love it, man. I love my guy, Khalib Williams. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jim Fox says, when did you go on Rumble last, Rudy? Let's see. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. The only thing about Rumble, I go on there, but he makes me wait a long time. I call in and then he makes me wait. And then when I get a good point across, and it's his show, he could do whatever he wants, but he cuts me off. And so, but yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago, but I always hit him up on Twitter and stuff like that. One Kelly Rouse says, rap is making film. Cali Rican, what up, bro? 49ers Empire. What's up, Cali Rican? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, so we just need to run the ball. We need to get 7 on the board when we score most drives. Limit Herbert from the big play, and do stuff like this when we get in the red zone.
Hand it off to Cam. Let's see if Cam can get there. He will. There he does. Touchdown.
And Cam Akers, we have everything rolling right now. We got our guy Baker Mayfield playing great. We have Higbee playing great. We're Cam Akers is playing like the guy that we thought he could be. We're ready to play right now. We can beat the Chargers even if they play everybody. This is the clip that I was looking for. Hold on. This guy right here again, Baker, the touchdown maker, Mayfield, is again, like I said, he's happy to be in Los Angeles. He's no punts in this last game. He's living the life right now. But look at this hit that he takes getting the ball to Higbee. This is why I give him props.
Third down as well. Down the middle. Oh, he comes right back and catches his second touchdown of the game. Tyler Higbee and the Rams on a roll.
The headbutts. Maybe it wasn't such a big hit. Well, I just saw from the corner of my eye. Let's look at that again. I think the guy just got in his face. So let's see. The headbutts, it cracks me up. The way he has his helmet on.
Third down as well. Down the middle. Oh, he comes right back and catches.
All right, so the guy just got in his, and it just pushed him a little bit. So I thought it was a big hit at first, but anyway, I love this guy. I'm just so glad. There they are right there. Q right now, QB1 and QB2. And so, I'm looking forward to this next game. I want to finish this strong. I would love to blow out the Chargers and then turn around and say, where's the rent? I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. When Colorado says, buenas noches, mi Ramilia, keep your horns up. Yes, indeed, bro. Thank you for coming in. Have a great night. I'm going to call it a night soon, too. Steve Will says, Niners have a problem with Jimmy's. With Jim's. Jimmy G, Jim Foster, Jim Everett. Let's see. Kelly Rick says, Brock Purdy looking pretty good. Yeah, I cannot believe Kelly Rican, this dude. But hey, who would have known Kelly Rican? Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, right? And he has you guys winning right now. That's all you could say. We got Baker Mayfield. If you would have told me at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, that the Rams were going to be without Donald, without Cup, without Stafford, without Robinson, without Noboom, the starting left tackle, and Baker Mayfield was going to be the starting quarterback for the last 4 games, I would have said you were crazy, and that Brock Purdy was going to be leading the Niners on a winning streak. What kind of this is a bizarro season. It's going to be very interesting as we go down the stretch. We will see. Steve-O says Ronald's chat sucks. Jim Fox says Rambo delusional. I'm looking forward to seeing the Niners gagging just to see him in misery. He said you have been hiding from him. Oh no. I've been on Twitter. Getting him good. Because he was talking about the defense or something, and hold on. Let me just give you guys an example, and I do it with fun. Rambo. For the guys that don't know, Rambo is a Niner content creator, and I get along with him. He's also a Laker fan. I somehow found his channel about right when McVay became coach. And so I would call in there, and so for the first 4 games in the McVay era, the Rams were 3-1. That's what a lot of Niner fans forget is they're not the record between the teams is not, what is it now, 8-0 or something? It's not that. McVay won the first 3 games. It would have been 4 in a row, except the Rams sat all their starters when the Rams won the division in 2017. Ever since then, and I always remind them, well, wait a minute, since I found your channel, we've been going back and forth. Whose team is Super Bowl champions? Right? So I always give them a good one. But here, this is the stuff that I posted the other day, and it's all in good fun. It's just having fun going back and forth. So here we go. Hold on. So we were posting about something, and one of his guys was talking about, the 5, they always bring up the 5 Super Bowls, and we're like, well, yeah, that was then, this is now. We won the last 2, and then in 2 different cities. But watch this. This is what I type it. This is what I post. And I created that. So I created that, and what can you say? Is that not true? There's a Santa Clara Trophy case. When Niner fans realize that things are different in Santa Clara, I'm having fun with it, but am I lying? So so that's I gave him a few of those, but anyway, it's all in good fun. We just go back and forth. Jim Foster says Rams are 7-point underdogs versus the Chargers. Yeah, I saw that. It's because they're a playoff team, and they don't think that we're going to finish it out. Bloody Snowman 36, happy holidays, Brody. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. He says, let's keep the momentum going and take out these bolts. Yes, indeed. Jim Foster is Jalen Hurts healthy now? I don't think he's fully healthy, but they only need 1 more game. I can see them holding him out. Another game. Because they pretty much have just about the number 1 seed wrapped up. But we'll see what happens with that. Algefella says, good night, Ramilia. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, my brother. Take care. Happy New Year. Easy says, I heard he's out 1 more game, Jim, holding out for the playoffs most likely. Yes, indeed. 319 says, Lakers Niner fan. That's confused person. Yeah, because the Rams were out of LA, so there's a lot of also Dodger fans. There's a lot of Niner fans that are Dodger fans. So it's funny. They're like, go Dodgers. And then they come to SoFi Stadium as Niner gear and say, beat LA. It's weird because the Rams were out of the city for over 20 plus years. So Bloody Snowman says, I hope you enjoy my last comment, little bro. Calarica says, Brock Purdy reminds me of Aaron Rodgers, the way he's calm. He's a good player. He's doing, hey, listen, you can't say anything about the way he's played. I mean, he's all you can ask for out of a young guy is to make plays. We'll just see if it keeps up into the playoffs, because right now it's fine and dandy. He's playing really well, but we'll see what happens in the playoffs. But still, though, you got to tip your hat to the way he's been playing. Steve says we're going to win it for Shanny and Ed McCaffrey with the last pick rookie, end story, and move over Michael Orr. He says Mike Shanahan ain't that guy. Kyle Shanahan. Jim Fox says, Steve-O, you aren't winning anything. 1994 will come to you, haunt you. No, 2019 haunts me. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Jim Fox says, I really feel the Bengals going to win it all, Rudy. You know what? The Bengals have the Kansas City Chiefs number. I think it's Kansas City. Honestly, I think it is. Jim Fox says, Philly versus Bengals Super Bowl. I would love that. If it was the Philly and Bengals, I can watch that without worrying about who's going to win. Like if the Niners were in the Super Bowl, I would be like, they better not win. Just because I liked being the only the Super Bowl, out of the two teams, the team that won the last Super Bowl. But to each, whoever wins, may the best team win. But I would love the Philly versus Bengals Super Bowl. Calorica says Lakers 49ers, Dodgers Empire. I love it. Lakers and Dodgers. Noximo 7, happy holidays, dog. Go rounds. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. Steve says we're going to sweep the NFC West. Calorica says I think the Niners are going to beat everybody. They're playing great right now. It's not really right now. They're peaking great. Just got to keep it up. And we'll see what happens. But with that, guy, I appreciate you. I'm gonna let everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll be back. Today's Wednesday. I'll be back for Friday night because the last injury report will be given, and we'll see. Maybe we'll find out if Herbert and the guys are going to play the game. I would love for the Rams to finish out strong. I'd love for Baker Mayfield to throw a few touchdowns, and Cam Akers can keep running the way he's been running, and so I would love it. Calorica says, good night, bro. 49ers Empire. Good night, bro. Thank you for coming in. Jim Fox says, I think the Wanderers gag in the second round. Woo. That'll be amazing. That would be unfortunate for them, but we'll see what happens. And thank you guys for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Love each and every one of you guys. Hope you guys have a safe midweek, and we'll see you on Friday night, most likely 8 o'clock. So be looking for that alert. As we always say, may the Ramilia be with you, and Ramulators, mount up. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Rams fans, let's get ready to rumble! Got it? Broncos!
Rolling down Girl Highway, big nasty lady on my side. Saturday the wind blowing hot from the north. We were born to ride.